Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I have started a brand new series, and in this series we are going to discuss about some really interesting topics. So this is basically the first video of that series. Now our world is full of some amazing and breathtaking places, but at the same time there are some places which can be extremely dangerous. Don't let the beauty of these places fool you. So firstly, I'm going to make this video into two parts, part 1 and part 2, and it will be a top 10 countdown in which we are going to talk about the top 10 most dangerous places on this earth. So put on your seatbelts and let's get the ride started. द सिंगी डे बहमारा नेशनल पार्क, अभी ये जो पार्क है ये मैडागास्कर के मेलाकी रीजन में सिचुएटेड है. अभी कोई भी नेशनल पार्क जैसे इट हैज़ अ रिच रिजर्व ऑफ फ्लोरा एंड फौना. At the same time, this park is also known as the Forest of Knives. It consists of incredibly sharp razor-like pillars of limestone. Now these formations can easily cut through flesh. नासा के मुताबिक ये जो लाइमस्टोन के पिलर्स है ये 200 मिलियन साल पहले बनना चालू हो चुके थे. So how did these actually form? Now in this national park there was a lagoon, and at the bottom bed of this lagoon there was calcite which eventually turned into thick limestone bed. Now this limestone bed was elevated because of the movement of tectonic plates and was carved and shaped by the monsoon rains. अभी ये जो जगह है ना ये एक मेज के तरह है. These forests consist of narrow corridors and humid caves, making it very difficult to navigate through them. Also navigation बराबर से ना हो पाने से most of this area still remains unmapped. Hence it is very easy to get lost in this place. The Blue Hole is located in the Red Sea and it's a 120-meter deep sinkhole. This place is also known as the Diver's Cemetery. Now बहुत सारे लोग इस place से आकर्षित होते हैं because it's an easy access from the shore and it also lacks underwater currents. But this place is not listed as one of the most dangerous diving spots for no reason at all. The Blue Hole is known to have the highest diving fatalities in the world, with an estimated death of 130 to 200 divers from recent years. अभी 1997 से लेके 2012 तक there have been on an average 8 deaths per year. और जिन लोगों ने अपनी जान गंवाई कोई ऐसे वैसे लोग नहीं थे. These were experienced divers और बहुत सारे diving instructors भी थे. और बहुत सारी लाशें आज तक मिल ही नहीं पाई है. On April 28 in the year 2000, a 22-year-old Russian-Israeli driver named Yuri Lipsky lost his life in this blue hole. Yuri's death was documented with a camera he carried with himself while diving. This footage was only recovered after his death. The video shows Yuri on an uncontrolled descent, reaching the bottom at 115 meters deep. Now Yuri was probably subjected to nitrogen narcosis, in which his vision was impaired and he became confused and he started to panic. The video footage shows Yuri removing his regulator, trying to fill his buoyancy, but he failed to rise. So think twice before you take a dive into this death hole. 20th सेंचुरी में ये टाउन में 2500 लोग रहते थे और यहाँ पे 14 एक्टिव कोल माइंस थे. बट आज की तारीख में ये माइन सिर्फ एक गोस्ट टाउन रह चुका है कोल माइन फायर के वजह से. नाउ एज आई मेंशन्ड अर्लियर देयर वर 14 एक्टिव कोल माइंस. नाउ इन द ईयर 1962 a fire started in a landfill and it spread throughout these coal tunnels that were dug thousands of feet below the ground. Now this fire still burns to this day, emitting poisonous gases into the air through cracks in the ground. Gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and methane can all asphyxiate a person. Now steam and gases have also made this terrain very unstable to walk on. The entire area has been evacuated and no one lives in that place and no one is allowed to visit that place as of today. ये जगह कमचटका पेनिनसुला पे सिचुएटेड है. It was accidentally discovered in the 20th century. According to a legend, 2 hunters accidentally found this place in the 1930s. Now this place was an arid land covered with no vegetation and it was full of dead bodies of animals. Research carried out from 1975 to 1983 indicated the presence of highly poisonous gases such as sulfur dioxide, carbon disulfide, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and other elements which emerged from a volcano. Because of the arid climate, these gases accumulated in the low-lying areas, thus suffocating and killing thousands of animals. Now this place is actually close to visitors, but tourists are allowed to view it from a distance. Now if Antarctica is on your list on the places to visit, then you better hear this first. Cape Denison is a largely ice-free peninsula adjacent to the polar plateau. Cape Denison was actually discovered in 1912 by Douglas Mawson, who named it for Sir Hugh Denison Sidney, who was a patron of the expedition. Now this place is known to be the windiest place on earth and faces fierce katabatic winds. Now what are katabatic winds? Katabatic winds are also called as gravity winds or downslope winds. Now in this case, the wind blows down a slope because of gravity. Most katabatic winds stay around 12 knots, but some can also reach hurricane speeds and become quite dangerous as they race downhill. These winds travel at a speed of 15 to 20 meters per second. So before you visit this place, please think twice. So guys, ये पार्ट 1 था वीडियो का. नेक्स्ट वीक पार्ट 2 आएगा. तो पार्ट 1 में से आपको किस जगह सबसे डेंजरस लगा, प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए. एंड नेक्स्ट वीक वी विल कंटिन्यू विद द पार्ट 2 ऑफ दिस वीडियो. एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक दिस वीडियो, शेयर दिस वीडियो एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय चैनल if you haven't. And I'll see you next week with part 2. Till then, bye bye.